Hi, boys and girls. This is an extremely brief review of that strange Bible book that everybody is a little bit curious about and that is kind of controversial. We're going to talk about three things: the Hebrew Scriptures, and the Koine Greek New Testament, and the Septuagint, which is the Hebrew Scriptures translated into Koine Greek. The Septuagint into Koine Greek. Does
that feel better?
The problem and the joy is that the greatest drama ever presented to the mind of human beings is the pre-written life of the supernatural visitor. The pre-written life in the writings of the Hebrew Scriptures. Over 35 different writers wrote the set of books. And in those books, there are individual prediction points about a supernatural visitor who was to come into the world. A supernatural visitor who was to come into the world. The word Moshiach or Christo means the anointed one, but that's just a descriptive term. What it actually means is the supernatural person who was to come into the human family to change all things, awaited by all peoples. I'm just going to cover Hebrew Scriptures. I encourage you to write down the word Sibyl, S-I-B-Y-L, and write down Sibylline prophecies. Sibylline prophecies. If you study the Sibylline prophecies, you discover that there are predictions about a supernatural visitor who is to come and who will walk on the waves, and from the one single pouch will feed thousands. There are predictions about the supernatural visitor outside of the Hebrew Scriptures, outside of the New Testament. The Native Americans, a few of them, not a lot of them, a few of the Native Americans had an expectation of the coming of a true white brother, a shining white brother. In the picture of Ezekiel, you see a man who sees a shining white form. In the picture of Daniel, you see a man who sees a shining white form. John, the teenager fisherman, sees a shining white form who comes and speaks with him, but he is a supreme form. The story of what they call the transfiguration, when three human beings, Peter, James, and John, just commercial fishermen, they see this Jesus of Nazareth transformed into a shining white form, a supernatural form. The early Americans, the Native Americans, a few of them, not lots of them, just a few of them, had visions of the true white brother who was to come and bring the truthful souls to the happy hunting